From the farmers and ranchers of Farm Bureau, this is Farm Weekend. Farmers and consumers alike should stay tuned to upcoming cattle reports to see what's on the horizons in terms of price. Chad Smith has more.
While U.S. cattle farmers and ranchers have seen high prices for their livestock, that does translate to increased cost for the consumer. Barrett Nelson, an economist with the American Farm Bureau Federation, says several upcoming reports will tell us if that trend will continue into 2025.
What this all comes down to is we got three big reports on the horizon. We've got cattle on feed coming in, we've got the annual cattle inventory, and we also have another demand piece of the equation that comes in with cold storage.
He says consumers are feeling a lot of exhaustion from inflation, and unfortunately, there may not be relief in store anytime soon.
If we take a look at where inflation rates are currently, they're much lower than they've been over the past couple of years, but even so, this is a rate of growth we're talking about. So we're still seeing some decent inflation of increase in prices at the grocery store for some of our food products. If we look at beef and veal, for example, we're up about 5.4%.
He says all eyes will be on the cattle inventory report at the end of January.
We're anticipating some decrease in the overall cattle inventory. Overall, if we look at the industry expectations and what some of the analysts are throwing out there, they're expecting even placements from last year, or even 101% of last year. And I find this a little bit surprising. Even if we look at a 1% to 2% decline, that still brings us down to that 86.5 million mark. And that's still the fewest cattle we've had in 73 years.
Chad Smith, Washington.
USDA Financial Assistance when Farm Weekend returns.
Frustrated with your current healthcare coverage? Kansans are saving up to 60% a month with Kansas Farm Bureau health plans. Choose from individual and family plans, short-term coverage, or dental and vision plans. It's quality coverage you can afford. Learn more and get a free quote by visiting kfbhealthplans.com or visiting a Farm Bureau Financial Services agent near you.
The U.S. Department of Agriculture reminds producers, including dairy producers impacted by H5N1, that the deadline to apply for financial assistance through the Emergency Assistance for Livestock, Honeybees, and Farm-Raised Fish Program, ELAP, is January 30th for losses occurred in 2024. ELAP provides emergency relief to eligible producers of livestock, including dairy producers, honeybees, and farm-raised fish, to assist with losses due to disease, adverse weather, or other conditions such as wildfires that are not covered by other FSA disaster assistance programs. The Kansas Farm Bureau's Foundation for Agriculture is now accepting applications for 2025 scholarship awards. The program offers up to 47 scholarships at universities, community, and technical colleges in Kansas. To apply, students or their parents must have active Kansas Farm Bureau membership. Detailed guidelines in the application form are available at www.kfb.org/scholarships. The deadline to apply is March 1st. Next, Insight with Glenn Brunkow.
Hey, farmers and ranchers, just as you do ride-alongs to inspect your fields and cattle, make sure you do the same for your mental well-being. Take time to check in with yourself and your neighbors. And if you find yourself in a crisis, remember, there's immediate help available at 988. Mental health is just as vital as the health of your farm. Let's prioritize it together. This message brought to you by Kansas Farm Bureau and Kansas Farmers Union.
Now, Insight with Glenn Brunkow.
We are in the middle of what I call meeting season for Kansas Farm Bureau, and KFB's issue surfacing meetings are coming around soon. These meetings kick off the year for our policy process and ultimately what goes into our policy book. Yes, we are already writing policy for the 2026 legislative year when we have just started 2025. That is what I love about Farm Bureau. We always have one eye toward the future. When it comes to our policy book, we need it to look beyond today and to tomorrow. I want each of you to think about an issue or issues that should be on our radar. What are the things that keep you up at night? Our organization is as strong as it is because of our members. We represent agriculture of all kinds and farms and ranches of all sizes. And that is why all of you need to participate in the issue servicing meetings. Reach out to your county coordinator for the date and location that works best for you, or submit your ideas and feedback at www.kfb.org/advocacy. However you participate, I ask that you make your voice known.
Join us next weekend for another edition of Farm Weekend from Kansas Farm Bureau, the voice of agriculture.